Yes, hey, today I'm going to be doing some speed painting, and I hope you're here to have fun with me. Yes, Kim, your party artist here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, and I'm about to do some speed painting. I hope you're up and for it. We're doing a little bit different today because, yeah, the thing is time, right? We only have so much time. So I want to get you going. So I have my 5 famous brushes here with me that I take with me everywhere I go, wherever I do a Niagara art party. Have you had a Niagara art party yet? So let me just show you. Niagara art party, Niagara art party. I throw this around. Come and talk to me if you need to party with me. All right, and how you doing this morning? Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna be doing a quick painting this morning and on a black canvas. So we're going to do something completely different from my usual. So let's get us going. All right. So usually when I get people started with doing the painting, I get them to wet their canvases with a little bit with the hugest brush. Let's just show you how many brushes I've got here. I got 5, baby. I got the big one, huge one, and I got next one is the filbert one. I got the flat one, I got the round one, and I got the details brush. The details, devil's in the details. That's the last thing we use. So let's get to it. All right, so first things first, we're going to grab hold of the big one, the biggest one in the bunch, right? Because we're going to start with the biggest color that we're going to be having, and that's going to be the blue in the sky. Now, I already have my colors on my handy dandy board, so as you can see, blah, blah, blah. And let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to start by dipping my brush into the white and then a little tip on the blue. I'm going to put the blue in there and just start with a light blue. All right, so here we go. Light blue, more white than blue. I'm going to start nice and pale. So, and I'm going to do crisscross stripes across the top. And when I'm done, this thing should look fantastic. All right, so we do one strip like that, crisscross, applesauce, and then we go back in again, dip it into the tip, dip the tip back into the blue again, and then go back into your white and get a little bit darker. Make sure if it's getting too pasty, if it's getting too icky, just add a little water to it. Just drink a little water. Add a little bit more water and do it again. Crisscross applesauce. Let's get a little bit more white, a little bit more blue on the tip. Make it a little bit darker, going darker each time. So as we go down, woo-hoo-hoo. All right, so darker. That's a thick paint. Yes, this one calls for a lot of thick paint in it there. And let's just see. All right. So I love doing this. This is going to be one of the best paintings I've done so far. Speed painting, that is. Crisscross applesauce, so blah, blah, blah. And I'm glad because we're going to be with a bunch of girls, and the girls are going to go faster than I am. So add a little bit more blue into that white mixture. Add a little bit more water into the mixture so you don't make the paint too thick. You want to have it watery consistency to keep it nice and moist. Moist is the key here, all right? So add another layer. Make it a little darker, a little bit darker. Add a little more blue. Get a little bit darker into that light blue. And add it in there. And we'll go down halfway with this, okay? So you don't have to be nice about it because it's just the background. So again, grab a little bit more of the blue. Put it in with that nice light blue. Mix it around. Get going darker and darker each time. Add some water. Add some water. We're going to get a little bit darker. Darker yet. So, quick and painless. This is what way we'd like to have our paintings done. Nice, quick, and painless. All right. We'll go back up and we'll get all the areas we missed. Adding it in there. You want to be nice about it. There we go. All right, so we're getting darker. We're going darker. All right, so a little bit more blue, a little less of the light. All right, going a little bit more like see, going darker yet. And then go down another layer. Speed painting. I love doing speed painting. I used to do art battles at the time when they were popular before whole COVID came and wiped out almost freaking everything. So darker. this is what we're doing. We're making a nice background. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, nice dark black. Darker yet. Okay. There's more blue. Just go straight into your blue and onto your background there. There we go. Nice and dark. All right, so we're about halfway, over halfway. Just add that in. See how nice and dark that gets? There we go. All right, now we're going to add a little bit of, let's see what it is, a little bit of pink in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to rinse that one out. So I'm done with that one because that's what lots of blue. Okay, and now we're going to switch. And we're going to go to the next brush, which is my filbert brush, the next bigger size down. Yes, that's right. And I'll rinse that one out nice, set it aside. Paper towel are important too, so always make sure you have paper towel handy, which I always do. All right. Next level. All right, so rinse that off. As you're done with it, set it aside. Now we're going to grab the next one, which is going to be the filbert right here, the next bigger size one. And this is also good for filling in and painting big sections. And this is what we're going to be doing next. So there's some pink we're going to do here, and we're going to let it get to a dark red down here. Okay. Wonderful. Watch. Okay, so I'm going to take that red. Well, actually, we're going to start with a nice scoop of white and put it next to the red there. And then I'm going to dab just a tip into the white there. Make a nice pink color. And we're going to start by kind of just going over that blue there. And we're going to soak up some of that blue color. That's right. We're going to take some of that in. All right. And we're going to dip more into the blue pink now. Add more white. Here we go. We're going to get a little bit more red on the tip. So we're going to get a little more pinker. We're going to go down a little bit further. All right. Don't worry about the blue getting in there because, as the sun sets, there's always like the clouds that pick up little pieces of that pink. So don't worry about that. If the pink doesn't go, if the pink starts turning a little purple, that's okay. Because you can do that and it'll blend right in nicely. As you can see, ta-da, blending in nicely. A little bit more pink, scoop of white, a little bit of blue, red on the tip, and just let me look at the picture. Okay, all right. Yes, I am going by a picture. So go again, a little bit underneath that last one that you did and kind of go up again and back into the sky. Now, as you're doing this as well, you can take that little bit there and you can even dab a little bit across your sky here. That pink and just kind of make it like the odd clouds picking up some of the light from the sunset. Ta-da. Like that. See? Pretty. All right, so ta-da! As you see, another scoop of white, another little tip of red there. Okay, again, and we're going to go a little bit more over here. Speed painting. I love speed painting. I hope you guys love my speed painting. And I'm going to go with a little bit more into the sky there a little bit. Yes, there we go. That's looking nice. Okay. Oops. All right, so make sure we got a little bit of red. Make sure we got a little bit of white there. And pinkish again. Go a little bit pinkish. Yes, we're going to go pinkish. There we go. Further down. More pink. Dip a little bit more red. Dip a little bit more red. And here, I'll bring it down a little bit so you can kind of see what my palette's doing too. Okay. See? A little bit more red in there. Darker. Darker, darker. And we're going to go down to the bottom. Get all the spots that you can't get. Don't worry about it because it's just the background. Don't overthink it. Just do it. And there we go, like that. Now what we're going to do is take red all by itself, like a little bit of red just on the tip there, and we're going to go along the bottom here. Just a little bit of red along the bottom. Okay. Now watch. This is what we're going to do next. Okay. We're going to go a little bit further with the red. A little bit further with the red. Just take a little bit more red into that pink. Just a little bit more red. We're going to go redder. Redder, redder. Right in through here. All right, all the way down. See? Doesn't that look great? Okay, a little bit more red. Don't be afraid. More red. All the way down. Just red. I'm getting some black in there by accident, but that's okay. Don't worry. It's all good. Speed painting. This is what it's all about. All the way down to the bottom with the red. Okay? All the way down to the bottom with the red. All right. So just keep on going with that red. Scoop up what you can. See what I have for us. Try not to get that black in there. That black doesn't belong. That's for later. So we get a little bit more in there. There we go. That's looking good. Okay. All right, because don't worry about it again. You're going to be going over top of this. So a lot of people I tell, like if you are liking the way this is looking and you don't want to change anything, leave it the way it is and make it your own thing. Do what you want at this point because this is looks pretty nice. All right. But we got to add the sun. We're going to add some sun in there. So what we're going to do, see this little bit of red right here? I got a plan for that. Now we're going to take this brush, of course, all full of red. We're going to rinse that one out. Dry it off, set it aside. All right, and we'll go into the next color, which is going to be using my round one. The round one is good for always filling in colors and also for doing nice, for taking in paint. So we're going to use this one next, and we're going to go right along that red with a little bit, just straight into the yellow. I'll show you. Yellow is one of those colors. It's very mellow and it does some great things. So watch this. Watch now. I'm going to go yellow right here, right there. I'm going to leave a little bit so we can see that there's actually some water down there. So it's like a sunset, right? So we're going to go orange right there. Right there. See how it's turning orange there? All right, we're going to go up with a little bit more yellow. Up more yellow there. Blend into the pink there. A little more yellow. There we go. Again, like I say, don't worry about them blending in and stuff like that because that's the way it's supposed to go. It's supposed to blend in nicely. There we go. Blending. So all the clouds and stuff are kind of getting together. And you can also take a little bit, just on the tips though, just on the tip there with the yellow, and kind of add a little bit of yellow into the sky here. Again, it's just part of the sunset reflecting on the clouds that are up above. So you don't see a lot, but you just catch a little glimpse of yellow right here and there. Right? Nice. Okay. Now, got that yellow going nicely. Now, if you want to, because I don't really have a horizon line too much right here, if you want to add a horizon line, you're more than welcome to. You can put a horizon line right there. And what we're going to do, obviously, is we're going to have to make that horizon line. Now we can kind of decide for ourselves. We got to get some of that orange. Let's see. Let's make a little bit more orange here on the side here. Okay. Because this is a sunrise or sunset, whatever you want it to be. You got to see you got to see all the colors, right? You got to see all the colors. All right. Then you can decide where you want to put your sun, obviously. Probably near the bottom where the sea kind of meets the sky. But as you can see, my black's now mixing into my white. A little bit of, nothing we can't fix. It's okay if everything kind of blends on your palette like this, because that's all right. All right, so got a spot there, kind of like leaving a little. Some clouds in there. So yeah, if you want to as well, you can add some actual little puffy clouds in there. Picking up some of the colors and stuff like that, a little here and there. Kind of like that. Nice. All right. All right, and now horizon line. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should wait or just, you know what? I got to put my sun in there first. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna put the sun in there first, and yeah. So I'm gonna take my brush. I'm gonna rinse it out because I put my yellow in there. We got a nice skyline going on. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the horizon line. Horizon line. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Okay, so. Rinse it out, set it aside. All right, now we're going to go to the next one, my details one, okay? And that's where we're going to make the horizon line with, okay? So I'm going to take that and we're going to dip it into my black. And my horizon line, I'm going to have a low horizon line. So it's kind of going to blend in. So let me just put it in there, just roughly. Again, don't worry too much about it because it's going to kind of one of those things that you can blend your sky. It's like the horizon's supposed to fade. So you can see where the sun's going to go because the sun's going to go right on the horizon line. So as soon as we make it nice and even on both sides, there's a little higher on this side, a little higher on this side. Okay, a little higher on this side. Sorry, just trying to even it out here. Okay, so things like that. Okay, I usually tell people if they have a hard time doing your horizon line, just make it the best you can. There we go. So there's your horizon line there. Go back and forth, try and make it nice and straight as you can. Fade it into the background. Okay, don't worry too much about it because this is where it gets neat. You're going to take your finger, okay? Take your finger, going to dip it into your white. And that's where you're going to make your sun. So you're going to put your sun kind of like you can put it off side. You don't want it really in the middle. You kind of off side. So you just add in as best you can your sun. Oh, God. Hard time making a circle. There we go. Best you can. Add a little more white if you have to kind of fill it in. Don't worry too much. Just do it. There we go. Filling it in. There we go. So there's your sun. Now, we're going to grab our last brush. Oh, no, I'm not done that. Sorry, I'm not done with the details brush yet. Okay, so you've done that. And you've done your horizon line. Now, what you're going to do, because you've dipped that one into the black, you have to rinse it off, and now you're going to dip it into the white. Okay? Because what you're going to do is you're going to make the water you like. Speed painting. And look at that, only took almost 20 minutes, and look, we're almost done. Details, just kind of drag that across like that. Make like a triangle shape. You're coming out further and further, out. So you're making like a triangle shape. Lightly, just a little light on the canvas, not touching. It's kind of like sometimes I tell people to hold it like this so you can kind of. Like a triangle shape. There you go. Now I should make a little bit more. Which way is it going? Like that's looking good that way. A little bit more this way. A little bit. Oops. See, just like that. See, Ta-da. Okay, now, like I say, don't worry too much about that either, because pretty. Because we're going to be adding some palm trees. All right. And there's still one more brush to go. So let's rinse off that brush. Now that we've done that, the last thing we're going to be doing is adding some funky palm trees. Now, this is where you're probably like, I like the way this looks. I don't want to do anything. If you like the way it looks, you don't want to play with it anymore, just leave it as it is, sign it, and think, hey, that's great. I did a great little sunset. But add a little bit of extra, and this is what is going to be going on with my particular painting that's coming up really, really soon, is we're going to be adding some palm trees. Now, this is like, you're probably like, oh, no, I'm going to go right over top of everything. It'll still look fine. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like the way this is looking. Oh, I hate putting the wrong color. Okay, so what we're doing is taking our last one, the flat brush. The flat brush is going to be the last brush, other than signing with the little details brush. But everything gets rinsed off, and so we can use it again and again. So here we go, the last brush, the flat one. And we're going to dip it into my black, straight black. Tip it all. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to make some lines down it. So don't be afraid. We're going to make one line going down here. Got some more black. Make sure it's straight black. And turn your brush sideways so you can get a skinny line at first. And make sure you can get it all the way down to the bottom. There we go. And then all the way up to the top. Skinny at the top, thicker at the bottom. Okay, and we'll do the other side. The same thing. Don't have to be good about the lines, because in nature there's no straight lines in nature, so don't worry about it being a straight line. It's a little crooked, that's okay. We're going to have palm fronds coming down too, so this is going to look so nice when it's done. All right, there we go. There's number 2. And we're going to have some kind of coming out the side here, so we're going to have like coming this way, like this. Using the side of my brush. And come from down here on the side. So make the line and just follow it back in again. And back in. There we go. And a couple more, I guess. We're kind of going, let's see, small one maybe here. Yeah, make the sticks first, and then we're going to make the palm trees. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, don't keep it a similar number. Keep it odd numbers. Maybe add another one over here, here. And maybe one more kind of in the corner over here. All right. And then when you're making the palm leaves, you make them sideways as well. And you do like flicking motions, like you're doing check marks. And I'll show you. You're going to kind of go like this. All right. So I'll do it with the small one here. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put one that's getting close to the sun there, so it kind of looks kind of neat. And maybe one more just for fun there, and one more there. And then we'll do the same for this. We'll make one here, and make one going kind of that way. That way, that way. Some of them going outwards, some going down like that. And then we're going to make the little things coming off of them too. And so these ones have big ones coming down too. See? Tall ones up high, high, high. Where you can barely see them, but they're there. One there. And they look like bike spokes right now. But wait, because you fill them in afterwards. And I'll show you. We'll do it right now. And I'm going to show you the same brush. Keep dipping it back until you're black again. And what we're going to do is we're going to start from the center. We're going to make like arrow shapes. And point it back towards the center. Arrow pointing towards the center. You kind of make them nice and thin on the side like that, see? And you go, you start at the center and make your way out. Everybody does it differently, so it's not all going to look the same. There's different kind of palm trees as well, so they're not all like big fronds. Some of them are skinny, some of them are all dried out from the sun kind of thing, so it's going to kind of not look the same as the other ones. And you can always change the brushes too. If you find that there's another brush that does a better job at making the palm leaves the way you like them, use that brush instead. That's what I find. Anyways. Here we go, see? And filling them in. It's just because I've been doing them for so long, I can do it quickly. So it's all about practicing. Practice makes perfect. And they don't have to be all the same size either. They can be all different shapes and sizes. So don't be thinking, oh no, I made my thing too big or I made it too small. Leaves are all sizes and shapes, so don't worry about it. It's all about making it look like a cool sunset, right? Okay, so we'll look back. Sometimes you can use the paint that's already there and just add to it. What do you think? Look pretty good? So there's a little bit more yellow in the original, but I can always add more yellow at the end too. Oops, a little black. So I hear Paul Stanley's sick. He couldn't finish the tour in Canada because he got sick with a cold. Poor guy. I hope he's feeling better. This reminds me of LA a little bit. I'm thinking, anybody been to LA? I never got a chance to really go to the beach, but I got to see some palm trees. And I did go to Cuba, and Cuba had a really nice beach there. So I was really happy to be able to go there, see a nice sunset in the morning with palm trees. Lots of palm trees. Okay, so I'm missing any. There we go. A little bit more there. A couple more there. More there. Look. See? How pretty, right? All right. So wonderful. You guys did great. Now, of course, the last thing is the details. Details is always the fun part. And hey, under 30 minutes, that's freaking brilliant. Brilliant. I love this painting. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it with me. Yes, you're going to do it with me. Now, for fun and shits and giggles, what we're going to do is we're going to wipe off this black off the flat one. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow into there. Now, this is where I'm like, you don't have to do this. This is just me because I'm trying to keep it to my original picture. And, you know, this is, you can do this if you want to add. That's like yellow into it too. How does that look like? Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so I'll add a little bit. A little bit on the sky. Make it look nice. You can get them to do it afterwards too if they want to. Add a little bit more yellow into the background. That makes it look nice, right? They can add it into the water too. Yeah. I love it. All right, that's good. I don't want to do any more because those are the details. You put too much details in, you're going to ruin the picture. Don't play with it too much. That's what they always tell me. That's what Daddy used to say. Don't play with it too much. Okay. There you go. All right, I'm not going to touch it anymore. All right, awesome. There we go. Beautiful sunset. Oh, look at that. Look at me. I'm touching it some more. But we can always do this before I do that kind of thing. I got to be careful. Mm-hmm. For fun. There you go. All right. There we go. We have a finished painting. All right. That was awesome. All right. So that happened nice and quick and painlessly. I'm glad. Okay. And like I say, I can add some yellow in there afterwards, kind of thing. We'll go back over it with a little bit light yellow. And boom, we got a painting. Isn't that great? Now all you have to do is take that details brush and put your name on it. So I'm going to use some white just to contrast the dark. There we go. Ta-da! Signed, sealed, and delivered. All right, Entertainment Thursday. Thank you very much for tuning in to Speed Painting on a Thursday. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to have to skedaddle now. I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace out, brother, with a little bit added, as my mom used to say. If you want me to do this for you, just let me know in the comments below. You know, I am in the Niagara area. I can come to your place and party if you want me to party with you with Niagara art parties, and everybody needs a nap. A Niagara art party. Thank you. Enjoy your day.